Recording in progress.
ln array 0 1 and plus array 0 1. System dot out print ln array 0 2 and plus 0 1. So here if you're talking about like 0 1 to 3, we can say that like at the index. After that, close the curly braces one by one. First of all, we have to close this curly braces, and second, after that, we will close this main curly braces of the class. Then, whenever we will run this program, then we will get the output. Get the output you can see here like 003, 015, and 027 according to this initialization. We have already assigned the value for the particular index. After that, here we are printing this index, then we will find the output on the basis of this. Now, come to the here Java multi-dimensional arrays. So, multi-dimensional array you can see here first is the syntax here, data type, dim1, dim2, dot dot, like dim and array name equal to new data type and size 1, size 2, and number of size you can provide here. So this is the syntax. Come to the here parameters. So data type, the type of elements to be stored in array, and dimensions. You can see here the number of dimensions such as 1D array, 2D, or 3D array. Array name you can identifiers for array, size 1 or size n of the each dimension whenever you want to give. Example you can see here like 2D array, we can use int double square bracket here. Again, array 2D means this is the name of array. If you want, if your name, so you can give here. Then new is the keyword, and here we are declaring these two array here, 3 and 4. 3D array, it means 3-dimensional array. You can see here int 3 times double square bracket and 3D array new int 3, 5 and 7. We are giving here the size of array. Then after that size calculation, so you can see here the total elements equal to product of all dimension size. Example, int triple array, it means triple dimension square bracket plus new int 3, 5, 7 can store, it means like 3 into 5 into 7 equal to 105 elements. This is the general example. Now, start from the 2D array. So you can see here like 2D array represent data in rows and columns, and it can be understood as an array of 1D array. Syntax like data type, we already seen there, double square bracket array name, which have already given there like 2D array, and int data type or x and y. X and y we can say give here the value. After that array name, rows index, column index, and equal to value. So let's see in this total representation in the 2D array. So representation of the 2D array in the tabular format. Tabular format we can say that like the table form. So here like 2D array can be seen as a table with x rows and y columns, where the row number range from the 0 to x minus 1 and column number range from 0 to y minus 1, and 2D array like X and with 3 rows and 3 columns is shown below. So you can see here, this is the 2D array, but it views the 3 rows and columns. These are the rows you can see here, and these are the columns, like column 0, column 1, and column 2, row 0, row 1, row 2. Same as the previous example, you can see here, first is the for zeros, start from the indexing 0, 1, 2, and all elements should be 0 here. For the column 1, you can see here, this is the normal thing, but if you are talking about for understanding, so they are giving here this 1, 1, 1, and column 2 like here 2, 2, 2, like that. Give me a moment.
न्यूरा नहीं न्यूरा ना बोले बोले बोले
पियो तुम
ये हमारे हाथ में है पहले ले
इतनी काय है
पापा ले लिए बाकी ले
अच्छा एक कप में आई है जितनी हो बाकी तुम आए
पापा पी लिए ले
So after that we will move on to the another point here. So you can see like 2-dimension array with an example here. So example 1, we can add the value directly to the array while declaring the array. Import java.io.star. I already told you, whenever we want to import the java.io.star, it means it's import all packages from Java with the help of IO star. Start the class main, public static void main, string args, and array initialized and assigned. So first of all, we are array initialized here like this. You can see this is the array initialization, and this is the array declaration. After that, printing the array. So for I equal to 0 and I less than 2 and I plus plus. Again here, for int j equal to 0 and j less than 2 and j plus plus. It means they are using the nested for loop for the printing the elements. After that, you can see here system.out.print array I and j plus, leaving the space for maintaining the space with the here. After that, system.out.println and leave the blank. It's also used for the blank space. Close the curly braces, this one, and another curly braces here. Whenever we will run this program, then we will get the output here, like 1, 2, 3, and 4, because we have already declared here the same blank. Now here another example. The value can also be updated during execution, either through user input or by using variables. Here, public class Greeks, public static void main, string args, then row and columns in array here, n2 m2. Declaring array or initialize array here, declaring array this one, and initialize array here. Int it equal to 1 it, and now you can see here assigning the value to array. For int I equal to 0 and I less than n.
दिखा ले
I
यार
plus
तुमने
plus.
बोतल लगा बोतल
Again,
लगाओ
they are
जाके
giving
हैं
using the nested loop. It means int j equal to 0 and j less than m and j plus plus.
दवाई नहीं
Then
कहीं है इसे खपड़ी है ना
array
ये
I
तुम
for j
बताओ
equal
करती हो
to
कि हमारे
it
जाए इनके ना होकर है
and it
हाँ
plus plus. After that, this is the assigning the value with the help of for
मैंने
loop,
दवाई
nested
खपड़ी
for
पढ़ी
loop,
है
and here the
जादू है
printing
मुंह
array
में डॉक्टर जादू
with the help of also the nested for loop. Int I0 and I less than n and I plus plus. Same as here, you can see the previous
रिकॉर्ड में हो ही रही है
loop. Now here, the system dot out dot println print array ij plus and space also there.
बताओ नहीं फोन करके बताओ
Then
जब बताइए
system dot out dot println and leave the blank. This plus concatenate the string whenever we use in this program. So we have to close all these curly braces. This curly braces close the for loop, and this curly braces close the main function,
बोले बुढ़ा गए
and this curly braces close the this class. After that,
हमने नहीं दिया
whenever we will run the program, then we will get the output like 1, 2, and 3 on the basis of these two loops.
हाँ जैसे बड़े पापा का टकला है चिकनो
Now come to the another point here. So you can see here accessing elements of two-dimensional array. So in a two-dimensional array, the row is represented by I and the column is represented by j. It means they use the two types loop. It means nested. So an element can be accessed using array ij and typically inside a nested loop. So here array is the reference value and that refers to the two-dimension array. Note here in an array of size like n and in this range
आपकी बात आओ
from 0 to n minus 1 and therefore row index 2 corresponds to the third row.
का तो वो बात छोड़ो आज देखो का पोजीशन है
Obviously, whenever we have suppose that I'm giving you the example here. You are talking about we have
बनाइए भैया
ले आओ छोड़ कर हुआ उनको राइस बना लो चार से जो
3 rows
पटिया को करता रहा भाई
and 3 columns. So whenever we are using the index in array, so this one 0, this is 1 or this is 2. That's why it's giving here the index 0, 2 like this. You can see. This is like, therefore row index 2 correspond to the third row. It means this one. This is the row 1, this is the row 2 and this is the row 3. And in the indexing always start from the 0. 0, 1 and 2. So we will count the index number. So it is also converted in the this number. This is so here example like accessing the element of 2D array using indexes. Import Java IO dot star. It means all the packages of Java and class name public static void main a string args Now here in the square bracket and square bracket, it means 2D array they are defining and initializing array like 1, 2, 3, and 4. After that, system.out.println, and this is the message only, like A11, it means first row and first column. So first row and first column, if you are talking about here, and here is the print. So then we will see here, like these are the, this is first row and this is second row. This is first column, this is second column. And in array always work with the index. So index, if you're talking about, so this is the column 0 on the basis of index, and this is the column 1. This is the index 0 and this is the index 1. And whenever we will find here the index number 1 and column number also 1. So it will move on to the here, like this one. So it's print the 4 because it is moved on to the column number. This one. This is second row, and here is the value like 4. So this value will be print here. So now let's move on to the another point here. So you can see example like program to demonstrate how to create two-dimensional array with user. So here system input Java util scanner. Scanner package is all here. After that, because whenever we want to input, so we have to use the scanner class. Then public class greets and public static void main ARPS scanner sc equal to new scanner system dot in. Then taking number of rows and column from the user. So you can see system.out.print enter the number of row and int row equal to sc.next int. It means next int function used the input from user. When system.print out.print enter the column, then int call sc.next int, then int square array int row and column here. Then system.out.println enter elements of array. After that, you can see here in this command like that taking input from the user for each element of array using nested for loop. So nested for loop you can see here like int I equal to 0 and I less than row I plus plus, and int j equal to 0 and j less than column j plus plus. After that, they assigning here like array ij equal to sc dot next int. Then come to this side, you can see system dot out dot println and element of array are. So printing elements of array. So we have to use the same loop here. This is the nested loop here. After that, system dot out dot print array I and j and plus plus. This is the use for space, and another is the system dot out dot println. And after that, sc means scanner class we have to close here, and this curly braces close this, and finally this curly braces close. So whenever we will run this program, then you can see here, like enter the number and row, we are entering here the 2, 3, enter the column, we are entering here 3, and enter the element of array. So you can see here like we are giving the number of elements here. It means total element of 9 elements are there. After that, you can see here, whenever it will print the output, so it will taking the contiguous form like 3, 5, 7, it's one row. 1, 2, 3, it's the second row. And 4, 5, 6 is the fifth row. Sorry, third row. So this is the 3 by 3 matrix.
हिला गई भेड़, हिला गई बिगड़े शादी कोई। कौन लो पहले यार?
काय रागो आय क्या की अचरामन कौन लो तो
का
केने तोड़ दई अरे कदर लाइट आइट लेके अपना टार्च लेके जाओ।
हेलो
कौन चला रहा हो तो काय
हाँ लगना का कर रहे
हाँ दीदी 5 हो रहा
कल के पैदा भाई लोग ने रोइए तो हो ये
है का कोई चूना है दीदी बैठे हैं।
जाने तो आई दे भाई
हो भाई क्या लगे देंगे ठीक है
अबे कहाँ पे काते हम दवा लेने जाइए ना दवा खा खाइए ना ये
काहे
नहीं
तो जब प्रेशर दे कोई तो जरा
दवा लेने नहीं देंगे दवा खाइए नहीं तो सही कैसे हुई?
ओए तो पूछो ओए हम पूछे तो जब तुम दवा लियो ना खाइयो ना तो कैसे तुम्हें आराम मिले हैं?
No, there is any break actually.
और वो तुम्हें आराम है
हाँ आराम है
There is some regarding the
दर्द तो नहीं होती होगा
ना अब ज़्यादा दर्द नहीं है
issue with my skin.
ना खा ले जब ज़्यादा कहूँ जो हाथ पाँव चले भी बताओ ना एक्सरसाइज मुड़ के
3-dimensional like
ले मम्मी बात करो दीदी दीदी ने समझाओ पहले ये दिन दवा के लिए ना खाइए ना
number of
बिना डॉक्टर
rows and number of words. So you can see here, like 3D array is a complex from multi-dimensional array. A 3D array can be seen as an array of 2D array for easier understanding. Now you can see like the representation of 3D array in tabular format. So you can see here like three-dimensional array can be seen as the table of array with X row and Y column, where the row number like range from 0 to x minus 1 and column number range from the 0 to y minus 1. A three-dimensional array with three array containing rows and three columns in is shown below here. So you can see here this one. These are the row 1, row 2 and row 3, and these are the column 1, column 2 and column 3. We can say that like array 1, array 2 or array 3 also. So this type we can declare the 3D array. Now it's regarding the 3D array. This is the general things, and after that we will move on to our another topic. Another topic you can see here, decision making in Java. Conditional state. So decision making is in programming similar to real life decision making, and we often want to certain blocks to will be conditions are met. So in Java, this is achieved using decision making state, and that controls the flow of execution in Java. And the following decision making statements are available. So you can see here, like decision making statements in Java, there are number of conditional statements available. If else condition statements available, true and false condition statements available, and switch statement also available in Java. So if you are talking about the if else condition, so there are number of if else condition. First is the if condition, second is the if else condition, third is the if else if condition, or fourth is the nested condition. If else if, it means if else ladder package. Then switch statement you can see here, switch the expression case 1, case 2, case 3, and default case also we have used here. Then now Java if statement. So the if statement is the simplest decision making statement, and it executes a block of code only if a given condition is true. Means if you are talking about the if statement, so it will work whenever condition will be true. Let's see an example. So Greeks, class Greeks, public static void main, string args, and int I equal to 10, and if I less than equal to 15. Obviously, because we can say that 10 is small from the 15, and our condition also say that. So system.out.println condition is true. This is the message will be print, and whenever we will run this program, then we will get the same output here. Now some note here, so you can see here if curly braces are omitted and only the next line after if is considered part of the block. If you are talking about the block of part, so you can see here this is the another block of code like start and here. structure, Java programming. So Rahul, thank you very much. We will meet again. Wait for your attendance. I am taking your attendance.